It's just not in, like, it wouldn't be.
Wait, face slap or booty slap?
Face slap.
No, okay,
booty slap.
booty slap.
That's like kind of standard practice.
Standard.
Hey,
But-
you ever slap a titty though?
No.
No, not in like in a funny way. I have. Like shits and giggles.
What is that thing called when you run at somebody and do that?
I don't know, but you just you do that to a fat person. I
Yeah.
that used to happen to me all the
It
time.
happened to me too all the time. You know what I'm saying? But no, that was.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hola, everybody. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Oh, my man over here speaking Spanish now, huh? Ooh, what you say?
I really like this kind bar.
Nailed it. You nailed it, bro.
Like a breath of fresh air.
Like a breath of fresh air.
Like a deep
That's
breath.
a shirt, bro.
I know.
I know like.
Noche La Costa, baby.
But I know like 6, like maybe 7 things. Probably no more. But I know like Pinchy, right?
There you go.
Puto.
There you go.
The way you say things is so funny.
El Baño.
Albano.
Tortuga. Turtle. Papas. French fries. Or potatoes.
Or father.
Pepinos. Pickles.
Mm-hmm. Pepinos, cucumber.
Lechuga. Lettuce. You can tell that I worked at Burger King, right? With a bunch of Hispanic people.
I was like, why is this fool just naming ingredients?
I'm just naming off a Whopper right now.
Toasted sesame seed bun.
And turtle for some reason.
I know, turtle.
in the middle.
Because the bread looks like a turtle shell. So tortuga, you know what I'm saying?
They're like, hey, give me the tortuga. You're like, I know what it is.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm whitewashed as fuck, bro.
Your
I
parents
think I might have told you. Yeah, my dad's from El Salvador, and he speaks fluent Spanish.
It's different though than from like Mexico Spanish.
Yeah, there's slightly different things, I think. Yeah,
different slang.
Yeah,
but,
different-
basically the
same.
same. Like we could
Yeah.
speak. We could communicate.
yeah,
for
they
sure.
yeah. That's what my dad always told me. It's like just maybe here and there some little things that might be different, but it's Spanish.
Yeah.
And the Spanish in Spain is hella different though. Right?
Kind of. I mean, they all have the lisp for some reason. Like,
Yeah,
there was
that
like a
lisp.
king that had a lisp,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Hey, we're all talking like this," and they were
You all
like,
have a
"All
lisp."
right,"
I know.
for some reason. So they have that, and they have like vosotros. They say like a voice in vosotros, and they have different slang too. But
Mhm.
you can communicate.
But you can get by if you
Oh
just
yeah,
know.
more than get by. You can communicate.
Okay.
There's certain things where you're gonna have to be like, wait, what? And then they'll be like, oh, this is what we say for this, and you'll be like, okay, fine, like I'm good.
Yeah, like the story that I heard was that my dad was talking to me in Spanish when I was a kid, and I was starting to speak it. But when I started school, I was having a hard time speaking English in school. So then he just stopped speaking to me in Spanish, which I can understand him being an immigrant, right? He's probably like, oh,
This one to get bullied and shit.
yeah, just do English, just do English. But I really wish that they talked to me in Spanish, because I wish I knew fucking Spanish. But it's funny, like they speak fluent. My dad's more of like that calm speaker, where like he kind of like told like the Spanish, you know what I'm saying? But then I have an aunt, but bruh, she speaks the whole fucking scripture in like 3 seconds. But I'm like, are you gonna breathe at all? Like she'll just
You know, when I first went to a
Fucking-
Catholic church, I was shocked that the priest isn't reading off a Bible. The fool's like reading scripture off the top of his head. Did you notice that shit?
I know,
'Cause I know they have
always
the
thought they had the
book.
book right there.
Like
I
saw
assumed they
this,
were reading.
well, maybe I just went to a really dope ass dude. This motherfucker was up
David
there.
wasn't at a church, bro. He was at some cult shit, and he was just like, God has told me that I was
like,
oh my
it was
God,
weird
he's not
because this
even
fool like glow
reading.
sticks on his neck and shit. I was like, yo,
Everybody take the ecstasy now.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam,
But I
bam.
went to, because I dated this girl that was like Vietnamese Catholic. I went to, first of all, like, the whole Catholicism kind of tripped me out a bit because I went to a Christian church, right?
Mhm.
Christian church, we have like drums and shit.
Dude, that turned up.
Yeah, so it's different, right?
Yeah.
But this one, you know, they're doing the prayers, the kneeling thing.
Yeah, a
You
lot
see
of
this
kneeling.
fucking smoke that comes out with his bell.
Yeah, the
I'm like,
ball.
yo, what kind of fucking demon shit is this?
Game of Thrones weapon and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
They start fucking cutting
Power of
people's
Christ
heads off.
compels you.
But the dude, homie up there, was just like reading scripture off of just the top of his head, and then we're reading along the Bible. I'm like, yo, this will memorize this shit. Like,
Like,
what the
hey,
fuck
yeah.
is going on?
What page is this on? This motherfucker.
I always thought they had because they had the book. I thought he
Yeah.
would, because like they would tell stories in between. But I assumed like the shit was right there.
Oh, this
and they were
motherfucker
going
was
on.
just reading.
I
straight off
believe
the
it
Bible.
because I can't, like, you know, I've met super religious people and stuff, and they'll say something, and there's always like, just like Bible verse John 3, and they start, I'm like, okay, how do you remember
yeah.
this shit, bro?
That's terrible.
So I not even like, I wouldn't second guess it. Like a priest probably knows that shit like the back of his hand and shit. But like what you said about Christian church, right? So I grew up Catholic. I hated going to church because it was so boring.
The worst.
Catholic church.
The worst.
I'm sorry, I don't know if this will offend somebody, but
no, it's
Catholic
boring,
church is the most boring fucking thing in the world, bro.
It's what's the word? A ritualistic. So there's a lot of rituals that you have to do, and so it's super rigid. You know, it's the same as it was done back in the day.
Stand up,
so
you
boring,
put the little fucking shit down, you knee down, stand up, knee, hold
peace
hands.
Be with you.
Hey,
yeah,
also
peace
with
be
you.
Also
with you.
Big facts right now. Any of my friends who are Catholic, when they invite me to the wedding, I say no. Because it's fucking 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours.
Let me just come to the reception, the party.
I'll do the reception.
Hey,
but they
let's go to the
dog, I went to shout out to my buddy Reggie. Yo, I love you very much.
Reggie,
Congrats, Reggie.
Congrats,
Reggie, I
baby,
love
on
you,
those-
dude. Congrats on the
that
kid
Catholic
and
marriage.
the marriage.
And that
Congrats.
Catholic
Fuck
baby.
you for inviting me to your fucking wedding. That shit was 3 hours fucking long, dude.
Terrible.
So I got prepped after that. My other buddy, Quang, he got married at a. This was fucking hilarious. So he's now Catholic because his wife is Catholic, and they can only get married if he converts, right? So he's like, okay, I'll convert.
Is that a Catholic thing?
Well, it's his family wants. Her family wants that.
Okay.
So this motherfucker got a Catholic name. His name is Antoine now.
Antoine?
He got the most Vietnamese name, and now he's Antoine.
The only person I know what Antoine is from Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo.
But he, so when he invited me to his wedding, I was like, "It's a fucking Catholic wedding." I know it's gonna happen. So what I did, I got smashed before I went to the wedding.
yeah,
And so I had this little cup, and then me and my buddy Gobble were just drinking. I was like, "Hey, I might be going to hell, but your boy Christian, so we want to figure this out real quick."
But no, speaking of that, because I remember we hated going to church. Like we despised it as kids. But just imagine, like everybody knows Catholic church, a little ass kid, right? When I have two older brothers, we just want to play and shit, bro. And like church is like over an hour sometimes. But one time, my mom's friend Ann invited us to her church, which was a Christian church, right?
And you're like, this shit pop.
Bro, we were like, fuck, we don't want to fucking go. My mom was like, let's just go. You know, we're going to hang out with her afterwards, so let's just go to this anyway. So we go, live band, people up dancing and shit. I'm like,
the fuck is this?
Okay, I'm like, hey, God, what's pie? Like, I was like, if this was what church was like, maybe we would enjoy going. So like, I mean, but dude, Catholic church,
bro,
on you're Catholic?
Yeah.
Dude, Easter on at
Easter.
church.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I hated it so much. That's why I couldn't speak it right now. Dude, going to church on Easter, that's like a 4-hour fucking day, bro.
Yeah, and then Ash Wednesday, you gotta go Ash Wednesday.
Oh my God, Ash Wednesday, put that shit on my head.
Some fucking dude puts a cigarette out on your goddamn
which
forehead.
we never successfully finished.
You're good, dog.
I never finished
Mijo,
my
come
never finished Ash Wednesday,
Bro, terrible.
We were last like a week, and it was
It's
like, all right.
trash.
And
It's
they're like,
trash.
oh, you can't eat red meat on Friday. I'm
Bullshit.
like,
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
like, shit, I'm eating my red
Scam ass
meat.
They're such bullshit rules. I hated that shit, dude. I fucking hated all that shit.
Dude,
It made
every
no
time we go,
sense.
because my dad didn't follow it, right? So my parents were divorced. Every Friday we would switch houses. So like if it was during that time and we went to my mom's, we're like, hey, we're waiting for dinner. She's like, we're gonna have fish. I'm like, fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like fish. I'm just like, God damn it.
Yeah.
It was weird because like when going to the whole Catholic thing, I was like, now I understand why all my Catholic homies are pieces of shit.
Yeah,
It's so boring,
Bro, it's so
They
boring,
hate
bro.
the religion, dude.
It's
like,
so boring.
Like
And
for
then
a
you gotta
young
do-
person, my
Did you
God.
do confirmation and communion and all that?
Dude, I did
Bro,
that
the worst.
shit when I was like 13 too.
Yeah, I was like 14.
Yeah,
when I
bro.
did
My
too.
mom's like, we want you guys to get baptized. So they send us to a fucking church school
Oh, you got
now.
baptized at
Yeah.
13?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were like it was like baby,
Bruh.
baby, and then
Me-
you.
No, so it was like,
Oh my God.
bro, it was a whole.
That's hilarious.
It was
baby,
a
baby. Or
class.
Alex Costa, it's you
I'm
and the
just
tie.
walking
Like,
over there.
okay.
I'm like, I just grabbed the water myself, throw it on my head, like, peace with God, also with you. No, but
Also with
Also,
you.
dude, shit.
the
Peace,
fucking
peace.
no, it was
also with you.
it was a class. So, but it was a lot of older kids,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. The
So
worst.
me and my brother, bro, it was pointless because I could. This is how much % we focused in that class. I could not tell you one thing that we went over in that class, but we had to do it every Sunday until it was like a fucking 2 months or 3 months thing. Then we got everything at once, but it was like when we were 14.
Yeah, same.
like,
I had to go
bruh.
on a retreat with a bunch of weirdos in
Yeah, I
the
didn't do
mountain.
that shit.
Like I don't even know. It was some mountain fucking place.
Oh, what are Catholic retreats like?
Weird as fuck. Weird.
I
So
never wanted
we
no Catholic.
okay. So we get there. First of all the other kids were private school kids, and they all knew everything about the Bible. I didn't know shit about the Bible. So they were like the like raising their hand for everything. I didn't know anything. And like, but when I would see them interact, they were like just shitbag people. So I was like, fuck these. I didn't like anybody there. I was like, fuck all these snotty weirdo kids. I don't like anybody. So I just stayed to myself. But I remember some lady washed my feet at some point. Like
it's like the symbol.
Pat's
It's like,
okay.
there was candle lights. Like I went into a room and like there was like candles and
it's like
she
washing your sins
washed
away.
my
It's like a Jesus
feet.
Christ thing.
Yeah, that Jesus. But it was like, I was like, are we gonna fuck right now? I was kind of like, whoa, I'm getting some sex vibes in here.
Washing your feet to see your dick go up into their face.
I was like, what?
The power of Christ compels you.
But it was,
and peace be with you. You're like, oh shit, okay.
it was, dude. We watched A Walk to Remember for some reason.
What the
Have
fuck?
you ever seen that movie? It's some
Yeah, why would they
stupid.
show you
Yeah,
that?
I don't know why they showed us that. But we did that. We did another thing where like it was like activity time, and we all shook hands, like shake my hands. And if you felt like this little like scratch on the inside of your palm,
You were blessed.
like you were just told to just do that. Like, so say you started shaking hands, they told like 3 people in the crowd, like, do this, right? And by the end of it, everyone's fucking doing this because you touch everybody. And then at the end of it, they were like, oh yeah, by the way, that's how AIDS spreads. And it was like, wait, what?
What the fuck?
I swear to God.
Wait, so
They're
you
like,
just
that's
spread-
how quickly AIDS could spread. Abstain from sex. And I was like, like,
Why didn't you just say that?
yeah, why
Yeah.
didn't you just say that? Also, what?
yeah, but you didn't tell
What?
us to put a condom on our finger. We could have like.
Yeah.
And then they were like, also, God loves you. Go to bed. And I was like,
What
okay.
in the fuck is that?
I left that after I did my communion. I was like, I'll never come back to church again. After that experience, I was like, I'm done. My dad forced me to do it. I was like, I told my dad after, I was like, this is the worst mistake
Yeah.
you made. I'll literally
it's
never come
weird
back to
because
this.
the way people introduce people to religion is so odd sometimes, right? Like I told the story before about this one dude who just literally grabbed me by my shoulders, and it was this thing called Gethsemane. And Gethsemane is it's like a place of worship in the Bible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a holy ground or something. I might be fucking this. I used to be a pastor, but I did a lot of drinking.
Yeah, because
so
you
I don't-
married Bart and Gio, right?
Yeah, I used to be a pastor and everything, but I don't remember shit anymore because your
Mhm.
boy living in sin.
Oh.
So, but yeah. So then we used to do this thing called Gethsemane out in Riverside, and there was this group called KCCC,
Ooh.
Korean Christian Crusaders for Christ.
Okay.
Oh,
right?
A lot of
Lord.
C's. Too many C's.
Too
Yeah.
many
And,
C's,
this
but-
organization might be very
but-
different from college to college to college or campus or whatever, right?
Mhm.
The one that I went to in UC Riverside was a fucking cult, right? And I went there for like a day, and I'm like, fuck you freaks, I ain't doing this shit. A bunch of fucking, they would try to control small aspects of your life. Like they said that, oh, if you join KCCC, you cannot date anybody until your 3rd year in college. And I'm like,
Why?
and I remember when they told me that, what I said was this, I was like, where does it say that in the Bible?
I know, right?
Dead silent.
Yeah.
They couldn't say anything because it doesn't say
say
that in
that.
the Bible. You just made up your rule.
There was no college in Bible.
I know.
Bible times.
I know. Jesus over here like, well, not until you're a fucking junior in college.
In university, when you're a junior,
That's the
you can slay
weirdest
all
thing.
the
It's
pussy
like
you
the
want.
rules that get made
They would
up.
just make
It's like,
things up that I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand the logic behind it,
Right.
right?
Right.
And so, we had these. So I remember we were sitting down, and there was this girl named Anne Marie. She sat down, a little Filipino girl, a little sweet girl.
Shout out
And she was
Anne-Marie.
sleepy, and
Anne-Marie,
then she
shout
kind of leaned her head on my shoulder, and he goes, one of the leaders of the group comes, he goes, hey, we don't do that here.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't do what? I'm already pissed, right? He
Mhm.
goes, you guys can't do that
I can
here.
see David just in the corner like the whole time, just like
Just because I've already heard the whole dating spiel, so I'm already irritated because
Right.
now they're just using the religion at however the fuck they want.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of trash bags. And he goes, we don't do that here. And I'm like, do what? And they're like, you guys can't do that. And I'm like, no.
she's sleeping. What,
No,
you can't
no.
sleep? She's
She
sleeping.
can't sleep? Like, what the fuck are you
And
saying,
lay
you
her
know?
head on my shoulder.
But this
and we're gonna fuck after this.
yeah, and then I'm gonna make her deep throat my dick out.
What do you think about
And
that?
that's where the
Yeah.
double guac guac came.
The fuck is wrong with you? But like that type of behavior pushes people away from religion
Of course,
so much.
yeah.
Mhm.
And, like, could you imagine just you go into that thing and they're just like, scratch, scratch, scratch. You have AIDS now, children.
I remember even being young and being like it just came out of nowhere. Like
Like,
it was
why?
like I don't like, huh?
Wait, what?
Go to sleep. We'll talk tomorrow. Like, what the fuck is
He's
going?
like-
and then we made gingerbread houses the
Like,
next
do I
morning.
have
It was
AIDS?
it
What
made
does this have to do with
It
anything?
made no sense, bro. It was trash.
I remember we had one babysitter that was super religious. That was the first time ever. Like everything. There was always an extreme with them, right? So I remember we knew that they were really religious when we started getting babysit by them, because even when we were gonna eat a snack, they forced us to sit at the table and pray, and we didn't pray at my house, right? So like we couldn't just eat. We had to. God is great. God is good. Thank you for our food, amen. Before anything. But we kind of knew that, and my older brother was just like messing around one day, And they were saying something, and my older brother's like, that's not even true though, because we just evolved from monkeys. Right?
Wow.
And they forced us to sit on a couch and watch 3 hours of Jesus Christ movies and educate us on Jesus Christ, bro. And there was one time I got sent to a corner because I said, God, oh, you use God's name in vain, you're in trouble. So like I had to go in that. But these people were so like extreme. Like I remember we were telling our mom these stories and she didn't believe her, but the last one she did. So like the first one was St. Patrick's Day, right? And we were just like, oh, it's St. Patrick's Day. They're like, oh, you shouldn't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. And we're like, why? I was maybe in first grade or something like that. They're like, leprechauns are real and they actually kill people. So when you celebrate,
Did you go to a church? Are you sure? This does not sound like a church.
No, this isn't a church. I'm a babysitter. That was super religious, super religious, right? And she's like, yeah,
they're coming for your pot of gold.
Yeah, they're telling about how they'll kill us and stuff, so we shouldn't celebrate. We're like, all right. So we just like, all right. We told our mom. She's like, whatever. But the one that was like the big one was Halloween was coming up. And so we were like, me and my brothers talking about like what costumes we want to get or some shit like that. And they tell us like, you guys better not go out trick-or-treating on Halloween. And we're like, why? They're like, witches are real. Witches come and they prey on kids and they kidnap kids. So they're like, when you step away from your parents, you could get kidnapped from a witch and they'll kill you. And we're just like, okay. But they're like dead serious telling us that, right? It sounds like a joke, but it's like dead serious.
Yeah.
So we're just like, what the fuck? And like at the end of the day, right, the same lady is getting dressed up to go to a Halloween party, right?
Yeah.
Me and my brother Michael still talk about this because like she's dressing up right after they told us not to celebrate Halloween.
What's she dressed up as?
Slutty
some
nurse.
sort of princess or some shit like that. I forget which one.
Princess.
But I remember, so we went to my mom.
Like, what's holding that tail up, dude?
I know.
Got a plug in your ass.
We told my mom, and she was like, "Wait, what?" She say, and we told her like she said, like she told us not that we shouldn't be going trick or treating this year because there's witches coming out this year, and they're gonna kidnap kids and kill them. Like, what the fuck? So then my mom finally went and talked to them, and then she just took us out of that shit.
Yeah.
But it's like they were so like that wasn't really like a religious thing, but they were so religious to where I can't tell you how many times we got sent to a corner because we said God on accident. Like, oh my God, or something like that. They would send us to a corner. Oh, you used God's name in vain. It's not. It's correct.
Crazy how people can take anything. I mean, religion is the main, has been the main one for a long time. To like make people go fucking like people that are nuts attached to it and do weird ass shit like that. But people can literally take anything and run with it and become just, if you're a fucking weirdo, you're gonna be a fucking weirdo with no matter what it is. But like religion is like has been the main thing for that, like the main vehicle for that the whole time. Yeah. I don't know if what I just said made any sense.
No, I don't.
I'm a little buzzed, like, but yeah, that's
because like religion is highly based on faith, right? And like I feel like because religion finds people who are kind of, they need a lot of help. Yeah. And so when they see that can be a source of them gaining their sanity back, it becomes their whole identity to the point where they kind of like ostracize the people that have been around them their whole lives.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, if you don't fuck with this, you're a sinner. You're gonna go to hell. I need to change your life. If you're not with me, you're against me. Yeah. Which is like the worst way to fucking go about it.
Right. But for some people, it can actually do great.
And it
actually 100%. Makes their life great. And
I haven't killed anybody yet, dude. Cool. G Croc got my back, bro.
Bang, 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 bang.
No,
bang.
I think religion's cool in that sense, but when I don't like it is when you have people like that, right?
Oh yeah.
That are so hardcore. You're wrong for this because this is this. Like, I think it's cool. Like if having religion and thinking like there's someone out there protecting you, right? And you just keep it to yourself, so it helps you live like a good life and that type of shit. It's cool, but just I can't stand when people are trying to like force that shit down your throat.
Some of the girls in the church were so fucking funny because they were horny as fuck.
Of course,
they wanted that D.
They wanted D.
You know what I mean? But they would try to find these random loopholes to keep their virginity, which was like you're basically fucking
getting
at this
ass
point.
Fucked or something.
Legit.
Exactly.
So there was a girl that I knew
crazy.
At church. Like I remember she was talking about how keeping your virginity is so important, right? And somebody else at the church was like, "We fucked yesterday." She goes, "No, we had." He's like, "We had anal sex. I'm still a virgin."
Oh, wow.
And I was just shocked. I'm like,
"What?
What the fuck are you talking? You're fucking." She's like sucking dick. You know what I mean? She's getting eaten out. She's getting fucked in the ass. But as long as it doesn't go in the pussy, she's still a virgin.
Good, we're good.
Like,
hey,
I'm
still
good.
an angel.
Trick, like God doesn't get it. All knowing, all powerful, and he's like, not in the pussy. All right.
God's like, oh. Not in the pussy.
No.
You tried. The fingers almost went in.
Come on the face, facial, not in the pussy. All right, you're cool. You're cool.
I told this story too. There was another girl at the church where she was so adamant, arguing with people that she was still a virgin because she had sex, but nobody came inside her, so she's still a virgin.
I support her 100%.
Hey, what's her number though?
What's her number, dog? What's your Instagram?
So the girl about anal, like what was the
anal.
It was the
It's
weirdest
called
thing.
pronounced anal, actually.
anal?
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
not
like,
a fan of
what's
anal.
the point of this whole? And they still have their chastity ring. You know, they're still
Yeah,
wearing
yeah.
their chastity ring. Like, what does that mean? It
I'm
means
like, that's a
in the
mood
ass.
ring. To be straight up with you,
yeah, that's a relax. You're fucking now. Like
Yeah.
you've had 12 dicks in your mouth.
In the ass. Like,
Yeah, in
that's
the
like next
ass.
level shit right
Yeah,
there.
that's
you need,
like-
you need lube. You
I
need
know.
like all kinds of shit.
Like you don't
You
get
need a lot
fucked
of
in the ass
preparation.
first. You go in the pussy
I
first
know,
and then
right?
the ass. You
Yeah.
went backwards. You're actually far beyond a virgin, dude.
Yeah, right. Ass takes time. Like possibly an enema if you're trying to really go about it like a professional. I mean, at least thumb circles,
I
maybe
know,
some
right?
toys,
Fuck, you
lube.
start
Like
off
you
slow,
need to go to
she's
the
like,
store.
My man's a professional. He
Ain't-
knows everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's steps involved,
he's
right?
like the toys.
to
He's
do it
all
right.
naming them. He's like this
Like, hey,
jelly.
let me give her my Amazon wish list real quick.
He's like, you got to make sure you use this jelly though, because this
Bro,
one.
I'm just saying, unless you're just going in there raw, and then I mean, that's a messy.
Hey,
end,
we already
but-
heard that
yeah.
story.
Yeah,
That people got on his ass.
They're mad. Like, what a dick.
How dare you? You asked her to fuck her in the ass and you got mad because she shit on you? Nah, they were so upset.
They were mad. But whatever, man. I didn't expect it. Sorry. She shit on me. Whatever.
Like, hey, if you
I'm
got
sorry.
shitted on, you might be a
that
little
happened.
bothered.
It was kind of funny now in retrospect.
I've only tried
still a good
anal
person.
once in my life against my will, and I did not want to do it.
Against my will.
What do you mean?
I just don't. I've never liked the idea of anal
Yeah,
sex.
it's kinda
right?
gross.
So I don't
is
mind
gross.
if like she wants me to like I don't know like lightly finger it or put my finger around the
Yeah.
area. That's tight. Like I think that's fun.
Hey, that's tight.
That's
Both
tight.
ways.
Put my
It's
finger
tight and it's
around
tight.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
when you want to like what's it called ding dong ditch. So you just kind of like circle
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
the doorbell a little bit.
He's like this, dude, with his pinky like this.
tickling
He's like,
butthole perimeters. You're just tickling
like,
butthole perimeters.
like if a girl's like, "Hey, I want you to like finger my ass," I'm like, "Okay, that's fine, right?"
yeah, yeah.
But sticking my
Common courtesy.
dick into the ass is something I never wanted to do because poopy comes out of it.
Yeah, I mean it's true. It's
you
true.
know? Yeah, I've done it like 2-3 times.
How'd you-
Yeah,
how'd
one
you
time
feel?
is enough for me, man. Like I remember when I did. Here's the disappointing part. It didn't feel that good.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's,
It's like
all
it's
right.
like
what's
tight
crazy.
in the
Yeah.
beginning, and then the rest is cavernous, and I'm like, this
Yeah.
doesn't feel
Right,
good.
right. I think it's just like the kinky aspect of it. I think
Yeah,
it's like
I think-
we're being dirty right now.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But for me, it's like I'm saying after that experience, I've tried it a couple times. The same thing. I was like, this is just kind
Yeah,
of gross.
after the first time, I was kind of like, I'm not sure. Like,
You know what
I
happened to me?
prefer
just
the other.
unnecessary.
When I was what's the word? What's the kind word I'm like? When I was tapping that ass, you know, from the back.
When he was hitting it.
I didn't want to do it so much. My dick started getting soft as I was pumping
Oh yeah,
Wow.
trust
because
me.
I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she liked anal sex.
she liked it.
She liked
Oh,
it.
she wanted it.
That's like her go-to shit. Like
Yeah.
warms her
Oh.
up. So I don't know
She's
what
a
the
Catholic
fuck it
girl,
is
huh?
with her. And
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, I'm like, what religion are you? I'm Catholic.
Yeah,
So
like,
technically,
oh, shit.
I'm still a virgin. So like I remember when it went in, I was like, it's not that tight. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
I was like, what's the point of this?
Yeah.
I think after the last time when I was doing it, I was kind of just like, yeah, this ain't for me.
Yeah. I don't know
Nah,
that.
not a
Yeah,
big
last time I
fan.
did it, I was like,
Yeah,
never
but I
again.
mean, if it makes the girl happy, I'm like,
That's
I
because your
guess,
dick
but-
came out as a Snicker bar.
I know.
that wasn't the last time though.
Okay. My man got shitted on. He goes, I'm gonna try this again.
Maybe this time will be a little different.
Yeah. No,
It's the same.
I prefer the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer I prefer the other hole. Prefer the other hole. You know.
I prefer the other.
I'm just trying to be nice,
But
you know.
nice,
To,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
I just prefer the other hole.
Yeah.
Than
The other hole.
the other
I prefer
hole.
The other.
The other holes are nice. But that
Vaginas are
one,
way better.
Yes.
And they're built for this reason and
Mhm.
they work.
There's a lot
And
of
they
things that you
self-lubricate.
learn, like when you just start having sex with more than one partner. I think what I learned early on was that finding somebody, a girl that could do a hand job really well, is not easy.
At all. No.
Because it's like you
That's
know
actually
what your
rare.
dick likes.
I mean, because
That's rare.
like I can fuck my shit up. You know what I'm saying? Bro? So like
my shit top.
shit, my shit top A1.
Yeah.
My hand game A1. You know what I'm saying? So
Twisty, you do
I've had a
twisty?
couple ones, but
You do the twisty?
Nah, not really.
You don't do twisting.
Nah. I don't ever even
I
use
bet
like.
with a pinky up like this.
I know. I don't
He's
even.
classy.
I don't use lotion. I don't do any of that shit.
You go just bare.
Just bare, bro.
Wow.
See these
Fast and
calluses
more
on my
grit.
hands.
That's
Hey, that's
rugged,
not
is
from.
that?
That's not from lifting weights right there. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
rugged, dude.
That's from the dick, dude.
That's
know.
outback. That's outback jerk off stuff. That's like
Nah,
in the woods type shit.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Sometimes like blowjobs have been.
Dude,
Like hit
there
and
was a girl
miss.
that I knew, not knew.
Yeah.
We were dating for a bit, but she was so adamant that her fucking head game was good. Her hand jobs were the best.
Pure
Terrible.
trash.
Both.
Yeah.
Like I think it's because whoever she was having sex with before, he liked rough shit. So
okay.
I think she kind of assumed that she was with that dude
Everybody
for like
wants
2-3
it.
years.
Yeah.
So the way she would give hand jobs and blow jobs was like she would like I had $1 million at the base of my dick and she was trying to squeeze it out. And I remember she was like, "You ready for this?" Like she was like,
That's the worst. Like don't
She-
don't hype yourself up
she
that
talked
much.
a big fucking game.
Mhm.
And I remember that hand job was the most painful hand job I've ever
There's
had
like,
in my life.
Yeah.
Ow.
Like it was like she was interrogating my dick. Like, where is it? Like,
Yeah.
and I just remember it being the fucking worst, and it hurt so bad. But I didn't want to hurt her feelings,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because like she is getting turned on by the fact that she believes that this is her skill. Like this is
Yeah.
what's gonna get guys off. But I'm pretty sure that the guy that she had was before, he likes pain
Yeah.
and like that choking whipping shit.
Yeah,
So-
weird.
but I just I could if I think about it now, I can remember how painful it was, especially because after she did that, she went to the blow job, right? And
Oh,
for her,
no.
she's like, my shit's
Oh,
fucking
my
dope.
shit A1.
And she's like over here, like I'm deep throat queen,
I
right?
know, yeah.
It's like
This
body,
bitch-
yaddy, 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 yaddy.
This bitch went straight to the base, super fast, like didn't pull back her teeth.
Damn.
That shit hurt so bad,
Bro.
So definitely the way she was doing was geared towards her
Other
long-term
person.
relationship last,
Yeah.
and he liked painful shit. And I just remembered after that, like hand jobs, I got kind of scared of them. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to test this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, when you get a bad
Well-
one too, like I remember, like I had one girlfriend, and it was like when I first lost my virginity, right? So you're doing it and stuff, and then she was giving me blowjobs, and I'm just like, this ain't
Ain't that
I thought this was gonna be so much
Yeah.
better. So like I kind of wasn't even a fan of blowjobs, but then the next girl that I had was that
A1
it was
steak
A1.
sauce.
I was
A1
like,
steak.
hey, this
Boom,
shit
boom.
kind of nice.
Twisty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
I've had
Twisty.
it's been hit and miss. Like it's cool though. You know, I don't really know what
It's
else
cool,
to say
though.
to
This
it.
fool's transitions are the best, dude.
Because I don't know what else to
cool,
say.
though, but
I
blowjobs.
prefer the other.
Hey, if you good at it, I appreciate you. That's
Bro,
all I want to say.
I've
bro.
been in that situation with the hard, and like I was trying to like, cause you're right, you don't want to hurt their feelings, but I was just kind of like, I was like, listen up,
Bro,
listen
of
up.
course, hey,
Like, trying to say,
no,
like,
straight
listen
up, hey.
listen up.
She thinks you're coming. You're like, no, I'm in
No,
pain.
I'm
I've
hurting.
had that too, and because I'm not circumcised,
Mhm.
so like when you have a rough one and you're not circumcised,
It's way more sensitive.
it's sensitive.
Oh, no.
I've had that a couple times too, where so I know what you're talking about when it's like rough, because I've had to go like, oh, you chill for
Chill,
like,
baby.
like just let go a little
Also,
bit.
the teeth, like your teeth aren't that sharp, but for some reason on like it on your dick, it feels like a razor.
Hey, but if they
blade,
know how to
bro.
use
Yes.
the teeth just like lightly, that
Nah.
shit, hey, that shit bomb.
Are you serious?
No,
Nah,
I'm not.
Why you keep saying
You're
unrelatable
bullshit.
shit?
You're bullshit. You gotta be
I'm like,
lying.
hey, you can never underestimate a good teeth using,
Oh,
bro. No, but now I'm not
No.
saying like fucking biting like you're trying to like
Like a
clean off a
graze? You're
pencil.
getting
a
a graze?
fucking DNA
Yeah, like
skin
a
sample
like a
off your
very
teeth.
soft graze, bro. That
No.
shit nice,
Really?
bro.
It doesn't
That
hurt.
shit
That
hurts.
shit's so painful.
I got gorilla skin, bro.
Damn.
Remember, I got all my skin, so like my shit thick.
You sound like
That shit ready for war. You know what I'm saying?
You watch? Have you seen It before?
It, yeah.
The clown when
It,
his
the clown?
teeth come out, you're like,
Oh,
damn,
see,
that
no,
look
I'm not
nice.
talking about that shit. I'm like, shit, when I
saw
was
Alien versus Predator. He's like, oh shit.
I'm like,
shit,
shit,
Dick
why
hard.
am I feeling like this right now?
People gotta cross his legs.
Shit,
Oh
bro.
man.
What?
All
You
right.
like teeth on your
No,
dick?
no, no. I'm saying if they do it like here and there, and they're
Here
not
and
like biting on you, it's like I don't mind it. But I'm not saying like I want you to literally peel off my fucking skin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I told this story back, like when I remember the first time I did a whole video about this, and I remember when I was writing the vlog that I was doing, I started fucking laughing about how embarrassing this is because this is first girlfriend. This was the second girlfriend that I had. So, but she was the third person I've ever had sex with, right? But I've never been with somebody who was experienced as this girl was. Her hand job game was trash too, but she loved dirty talking, right? I've never done that before. The first two girls that I ever had sex with never did this shit, right? And she didn't warm me up to this. And she should know, like, I'm new at this. Like, you're my literally, like, you're my third girl I've been with. I don't know.
I'm new.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she was an older girl, so she was way more experienced. And I was actually the first Asian guy that she's been with. She was a Filipino girl. Everybody else before that was black. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. A lot of pressure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a lot of
you're
pressure.
already
Sweating
That
before
is a lot of
anything
pressure.
starts.
Yeah, I was like, let me see your phone. Let me see what these guys look like. Show me some dick pics. You know? But
Show me some arm pics is what you mean.
Basically didn't warm me up telling me that she likes the dirty talk, but she was like right off the jump with it, right?
Getting crazy.
Like saying crazy. And she just said one thing, and this is like one of the most mortifying things that ever happened to me. She goes, whose pussy is this? I was like, yours? Like, question mark? And right when I said that, I was like, idiot! Yours? I was like, she was like, don't say that. She's like chastising me as she's fucking writing me. Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Say it's your pussy. It's my one.
You're having a whole lesson. She's like, so basically, as I'm writing, you got to say.
Well, she was kind of dope in the sense that she was the first person that kind of vocalized what she liked and disliked in bed.
That's
off
dope.
The jump.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
She was the life lesson for me where after that, now I communicated. Not obviously not as forward as she was, but now it's like, oh, you got to let me know what you like. Because, you know, not everybody's the same. But I remember after we were hooking up a couple of times, but one time I just thought I gave her like great dick. Like, shit, your boy right here.
He's like,
stallion,
walking with that limp. He's like, all right,
I
damn.
just forgot all
I just
about
through pipe. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
naked in
threw
the mirror
pipe.
afterward, just looking at something
Yep.
like,
Ooh.
glisten.
Yeah, I bet you forgot about all those 13 black dicks you had inside you. And you
She's like, nope, but okay.
nope, but this will do. This will do.
This
But I
fine.
remember after we fucked, I don't know why I had this like abundance amount of confidence. I looked dead into this woman's soul. I said, how'd you like that? Hey, tell me why she looked at me. She goes, all right.
As she's reading a book.
It's okay. She goes, okay. It's all right.
Oh, yeah.
Dog, my fucking heart shattered to him. I was like, what you mean?
Hey, you got hot, right? Your skin turned hot.
I was
You're
like,
just
I was like, what you mean? She was like, well, you know, there's like certain things you do. And I was like, hold on, let me get my notepad real quick. Started like writing shit down.
Taking
I'm like,
notes.
she goes, yeah, when you go inside and you finger somebody, you kind of got to go up into this. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, nobody told me this.
David's studying at night. He's like, shit, okay. So,
But I kid you not, a lot of the stuff that I learned from her is majority of the stuff that I do now because she was so vocal with it. I will tell you this though, when I had a huge dry spell where I wasn't hooking up with anybody, I forgot all that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You lost it?
And I
that was
just
kind of
lost
like me.
books.
You said that was your second girl?
That was third.
Oh, see, that was my second. That was my second girlfriend. She was way more experienced in that field. That kind of like, she basically like taught me everything that I do, right? So it's almost basically the same exact story. There was like, she knew what she wanted. She would tell me how she wanted shit and that type of stuff. And it was like, that was like, I got introduced to like toys, right? And shit like that. Not for like me, but like, you know, to put around like your dick when you're fucking and shit like that, right? So
I never liked toys.
I wasn't a big fan.
Too
I was
stupid,
not a big fan.
Too much
You
work.
talking about the cock ring? Is that what you're talking about?
But
Those
one
are
of them
weird.
had like a
Those are
little
weird.
vibrator on top of it too.
Those are weird.
I wasn't a big
Pointless.
fan of it, but I mean, she did like, she basically what you just said, like taught almost everything that I kind of use to this day because, you know, I'll be fucking.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Just joking. If you hit me up on my line because I'm single still.
Yeah, I mean that's dope. Like that, like a girl like that really shows you what's up. I mean, once you kind of get the like the plate, it's like there's little variations here and there, but like yeah, the up thing, the boom, boom, but talking
Hey,
dirty is kind of
Pat.
hard.
Pat a G with this shit.
No, no,
Like,
no,
I know what's up, dude.
Yeah, talking dirty. I don't know. Like I've tried it and I still feel awkward
It's
doing
just
it.
I feel like it takes
Yeah.
time for me because when I first started, like when I had a girl too that liked it as well, and she was like, say something to me, say something, and it was like I was like 19, 20, and I was like, I literally said, I don't know what to say. I was fucking around. I was like, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm not angry like
Your
that.
father left you for a reason.
Why? Yeah, it just hurt her soul.
Fucking New York gang.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
I've
know.
never had a girl that's told me that they want that either. Like they want me to dirty talk them.
I feel like
it happens here and there, but it's not like somewhere they're like, oh, that really.
If it happens genuinely, then just let it. You gotta. That's one of those things you just have to feel. You know, like if you're thinking like in the morning, like when I fuck Becca today, I'm gonna think you dirty slut, and then when you say it, it's gonna come out like you dirty slut, and then at a weird time, and
because I like it now. You know what I mean? But not.
Oh yeah, what do you like? What do you like?
Yeah, I like that shit.
I like what you like.
He's like, I'm gonna cook you up like I did on that Netflix show last night.
Daddy, you know what? That bank account looking decent now.
Ooh,
yeah.
You thought that poached egg was nasty. Wait till I see what I do to that. A butthole, baby.
I like it very subtle. I didn't like it the way she liked it though. She was kind of too aggressive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Too much.
Yeah. She would she would want me to like choke her.
2 hands.
Choke her the fuck out. And I'm murdering this woman. She's like turning red. Her eyes are getting all bloodshot.
2 hands is next level.
Yeah, she
one
wanted
hand
like
choke
2
is
hands.
like okay,
and like the way she would like to be spanked to was so odd. Like it was like you could see like a welt on like of my hand on her ass.
Some girls are crazy, bro.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Whatever sex that she had with her previous boyfriend was fucking nuts.
I had a friend that told me he was with this one girl, and while they were doing it, she said, "Hit my ribs." And he was telling us the story,
ribs?
and he
out my molars
because it was literally the next day, and he was just like, "Bro, that was." Because I knew this girl. She was kind of like friends with our group, and they like started hooking up. But he was just so like kind of taken back. So like we saw him the next day. He's like, "Yeah, we were doing it." She's like, "Hit my ribs," and he's like, "I was doing it, and I didn't say anything because I thought she was just talking." And she said it again, "Hit my ribs," and he was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Punch me in my ribs."
It's such an odd request, bro.
So
That's
like,
so odd.
so he said that he was doing it, and he's like,
I
hit her.
He hit her with a
Like he's like, I hit her a little bit, and he was like, she was like, no, hit me, punch me in my ribs. He's like, so I literally like punched her in her side, and she genuinely liked it. He's like, I don't know if I'm gonna hook up with her again. That was kind of weird.
That's weird.
Yeah,
honestly,
that was weird.
with girls like you got to be
I don't
careful
mind choking a little bit
because you never know if they're that crazy. Like you don't know what they're gonna
That could go
like.
to
They could just
something
be
else.
like that dude raped me and he punched me in the you know what I mean? Like I don't
punch me in the
especially
ribs.
if it's a new girl, you don't take any
Yeah.
you fuck like a gentleman, proper, no choking, no nothing, no evidence besides penis and vagina.
Yo.
Very gentle, no bruising.
Hey, Patrick knows, bro.
My man got Mickey Mouse clothes on before he fucks the girl.
Shit.
It's like, what's with these huge
This
ass
is
clouds?
not a crime.
Yep.
But it's funny because I had a friend of mine, her name is Frisia, and she came on and she started telling her weird hookup stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the podcast, she told this funny ass story about one of her hookups about this dude that would fuck her, but he would always have to rub his nipples. Like,
What?
and so when she was getting
He would
fucked,
rub his own nipple.
rub his own
He's just
nipples.
sitting there
Like she didn't want him.
Like no exaggeration.
He didn't want her to rub his nipples.
He was
wanted to rub
doing
his
I feel like
So-
I would want her to rub my
So
nipples.
they were like kind of
Yeah.
they were kind of smashed and they hooked up at night, and she was like thinking in her head, "This motherfucker rub his nipples last night," you know? And she was like kind of giving it a pass, like, "Nah, I was smashed. I don't know what's going on."
Mhm.
So in the morning they woke up and they were hooking up again, and so he was hitting it from the back on her, right? And then she was kind of like thinking as she's getting fucked, like,
Is this?
"Is he rubbing his nipples right now?" And she said, as she's getting hit from the back, she turns around. This fool's like,
He's like them Russian gangs or
like
whatever.
not even, he's circular rubbing his fucking nipples, right? Like rubbing his nipples, like his eyes rolling back.
What was it? The New York gangs?
Fucking New York gangs.
Alex said them Russian gangs.
Russian gangs.
Shit, bro.
Bro,
Nah.
he wasn't even looking at her ass. He was looking up in the sky.
Yeah, just fucking feeling himself because he didn't even notice. Like, she was looking back at him like, "What the fuck?" And I think for her, she's like,
Wow.
"Listen, if I'm wifey, we do whatever."
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this is the first time we hooked up.
No,
You
yeah.
don't tell me. You freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, you
I
keep
think
the
the-
weird shit.
I think
You have to evolve into the weird shit.
The one, I
If
guess
you are
the
into
weird
weird
thing
shit.
that I don't like doing the mind choking and shit, but for me, when I'm doing it and like we're in the mood, like my teeth get really sensitive. So like I like to like bite on something.
Hold on.
So like I like grind my teeth or some shit like
Hey,
that.
let's rewind
But I
back.
think it's because hold on, let me finish it. I think it's because one of my girls, she used to like me like get like biting on her neck a little bit and shit like that. And I think I got so used to that, like biting on her shoulder or something like that. So like when I'm doing it, like I feel like I'm like, oh, I need a bite on
So when you
something.
get horny, your teeth start to tingle and shit, bro.
Yeah, like I like grind my teeth.
Wow.
Oh my god! So we're in a room here.
I know.
We're like,
I'm like,
yo,
David.
yo, Alex be horny.
Alex trying to fuck somebody, dude. They really watch out.
No.
Nobody
But
bend
that's
over.
like the only really thing. But Yeah, like
You like to bite then. You're a biter.
yeah, a little bit. But obviously I'm not like trying to eat motherfuckers up and shit. But no, I think the weirdest story that I've heard like from someone I knew was the punching the fucking
The
ribs.
punching is
that was really weird, especially
Give me that
because
Ryan Garcia.
because
Yeah.
I knew we knew the
Garcia.
girl, right? Like I knew the girl, so it was a little like when he told us, we're like, damn, she's like into that shit. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, it was weird, but
I don't
yeah, he
think
hit her
I've
with
ever
that Ryan
had-
Garcia.
I've had girls tell me to slap them and choke them and stuff like that.
Never
I never
slapped
like
for me.
slapped because I was like, this kind of like, it's just not in like it wouldn't be
Wait, face slap or booty slap?
face slap.
Oh,
No,
okay,
booty slap.
booty
Is,
slap,
that's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like kind of standard practice.
Standard.
Hey,
but-
you ever slap a titty though?
No,
No,
There's
not
no
in like in a funny way. I have. Like into shits and
What
giggles.
is that thing called when you run up to somebody and do that?
I don't know, but you guess you do that to a fat person. I know that used to happen to me all the
I
time.
happen to me too all the time. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
pop, pop, pop.
But no, yeah, no, that was
Choke?
the funniest thing.
Dude, I remember because honestly, okay, most of the girls that I've hooked up with have liked getting choked. Like that's been a common thing.
I feel like me too.
I feel like the
Common.
majority.
Mhm.
And then I remember I hooked up with a girl, and it was the same thing where I was like, okay, it seems like girls just like this. You know,
Mhm.
like it seems like they're into this. And I like I was like, okay, well, I want to please this girl that I'm having sex with.
He's like,
So I reached and I was like gonna choke, and her eyes like got wide, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, what?" And she was like, "Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? Like, don't choke me." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I wanted to say other girls like this, but that would have killed the moment.
He's
So I
like,
was
well,
like,
the girl from
"I'm
yesterday really
sorry,
liked
I didn't
this,"
know."
and-
She's like, "Yeah, just don't do that." And then I was like, "Okay." But
But
it like
sock me in my rib.
and then
she does. She goes
kick
like
me
this.
in the motherfucking chest, dog.
Yeah, don't choke me, you
Punch
fucking
me.
freak.
Kick
Punch
my
me in my
fucking
pussy.
You fucking freak.
like,
Calls you that, you freak for trying to choke me. Why don't you just okay, but actually just give me a fucking elbow right to my nose real quick.
People's elbow to the puss.
Ooh.
She's like, put me in a full Nelson real quick.
Yeah, so you got to be
Fuck.
careful. You just gotta, you know,
Just
you gotta
communicate
you
a
just
little
gotta
first.
It's all communication.
Remember
Talk
the
about
last
shit.
time I did a choke is now that I like
That you did a choke?
that I
Talking about fighting or fucking right now?
fuck
Last time I did a choke.
But no, like it was funny because like it was with the previous girl that I had been with like years before,
Mhm.
but it was now like when I was deep in powerlifting and shit like that, right? So, like
Oh, you must have went too far.
literally killed. You broke her goddamn
So,
neck.
Like we were doing it, and she was like, she asked me to choke her, so I start doing it, and literally 2 seconds, starts hitting my wrist, and I was like, oh, she's like, remember, you're really strong now. I was like, oh shit, my bad,
You're
my
a
bad.
power
You
lifter.
murdered her.
That
You
shit was
murdered.
funny.
She just has
But-
fucking 4 dents from your hand fingers on her neck. Like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Vertebrae out of place.
I know, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, so fucking sex preferences are always like the weirdest thing.
They
And
are
I always
weird.
I found out early on, whatever you had working with that other girl before, it's gonna change for the next girl after.
Mhm.
You just gotta be able to like adjust.
Right.
And that shit was hard.
Yeah.
But y'all, I'm telling y'all, slap a titty, man, shit tough. Just like
I will try next
when
time.
a girl is on top,
just slap it.
just
slap
slap
it.
that titty.
Do you slap one and so that it hits the other one,
Yeah.
or do you go across and slap?
Do you start
two?
in the
It's been a
middle?
minute
or
since
Two
I've
with
done a
one
titty
slap,
slap.
or one to does one transfer the momentum,
or do you go in the middle
cross
and go like
both?
this?
Or in the middle? I didn't even think about
I go right between the chest bone and I slap this.
that. Dude,
You spread it.
You know what it was that turned me on about the titty slap was just the titty jiggle. It wasn't the actual slapping.
jiggle.
Yeah.
I just like the way the titty used to jiggle.
That's what I like about ass. a
Yeah, I
lot.
think that's like
That's one
doggy
of my
style. That's
favorite
why
things.
doggy style is like so
I'm a
preferred. I
kinda-
feel like
yeah, ass and gravity, like the
Yeah.
effects that gravity like
bounce,
produces is
bro.
nice.
that should be
That
going,
ripple
bro.
effect,
the little
ba,
ripple
ba,
thing.
ba, like
And
the,
if you
the,
need-
the
if y'all
Vegas
need
pool at
some
Mandalay Bay, bro.
good
The
stars,
the
I-
Vegas pool.
The Vegas pool. Look at that.
boom, boom,
I,
boom.
I was never a titty guy. Like titties
Me
weren't a big
Small
thing for
titties,
me.
big booty.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. If
I'm
I
more
prefer
of a big-
small titties.
yeah, yeah.
But I don't mind it as much.
Like if I could
Hey,
just
small
build it,
titty,
it'd be
big
big
booty,
titty,
is
big
my-
booty. But
my favorite.
that's your favorite.
Mhm.
So what if it was big titty, big booty?
I wouldn't
You'd
mind
be
it.
like,
Nah.
fuck no,
No.
get the fuck
I'd be
out.
like, what the fuck? Yuck! Get out of here with those big ass titties. No,
Hey,
I like.
hey, let me tell
I
you
mean,
something.
obviously, I would like it, but like for some reason, girls like that
Hey Pat,
don't
have you seen a list of the women he thinks is attractive?
Yeah, they're the buffest dudes I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, this dude in our threads would be like, "Hey, she fine as fuck, right?" And I'm like, "Where's the she at?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Nah, there's
no
some-
diss on them, but
Yeah.
they tend to have a lot of masculine features, and they look like they could protect me for the rest of my
They
life.
really do. Yeah, yeah, they're strong.
Nah, but there's
Strong
some. There's
women.
some. I'm not gonna say their names, but there's some that are bad.
Who?
So that Ryan Garcia body shot, right?
Amanda Ribas, though.
Yeah.
Amanda Ribas?
Oh, Amanda Ribas is bad.
Hey,
Yeah, there you
Holly
go.
Holmes is his
Oh,
girl.
Holly
though.
Holm is fine to me.
Yeah?
She's fine, bro.
She has a cute personality,
Yeah,
and
she
I
seems
think
nice.
bro. I like
Who's
her eyes.
who's the Brazilian girl that just she just fought a little while ago?
Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah, she's
Mackenzie
Mackenzie
She's
Dern,
pretty,
She's got
though.
some big old
She's pretty,
tatas.
too.
Yeah,
She got
Amanda
some
Ribas is-
chichotas.
she got a fat ass.
That's
too.
a well-nourished baby. Whoever.
Hey, you know,
like,
you
that is-
know who beat up Mackenzie Dern?
who?
Amanda Ribas.
Oh,
Amanda Ribas.
They
is
should run
bad,
it back
bro.
though.
They should, but I think Amanda Ribas still wins. Amanda Ribas is real good, bro.
honestly, I don't remember what Amanda Ribas looks like right now.
She's bad. I'll show you.
Show me, pull her
I
up.
will. That's
But-
not my phone, but I'll show you.
Mackenzie Dern though?
Mackenzie Dern is
Mackenzie
attractive.
Dern is really attractive. Like,
Rachel Ostovich. See,
Yes,
she
that-
cut.
she's
She cut
bomb.
though. She got cut now.
yeah,
Why?
she got cut.
She lost.
She lost.
I'm
She
all
lost
sad.
Yeah.
Never saw her fight ever. Why?
She was good.
Have you seen
I'm
her
like,
fight?
Pat,
Never.
she's
Never.
actually
I've literally never
she
seen
has
her fight.
more losses than wins.
Well, that'll
But-
do it. But she's bomb.
Mackenzie
She
Dern
is.
just got that speech impediment that developed out of nowhere.
Yeah, because she has the accent now, right?
She's Brazilian.
Yeah, but well, she's grew up in Arizona her whole life, and then she moved to Portugal or whatever, Brazil for a little bit. She came back, and now she can't speak any English. She's like, "Hi guys,
How
I'm
old was
like-
she when she moved? She must have been a baby.
like 20 something."
What?
yeah.
Get out of here, bro. Wait. What are you talking about?
She's like born and raised, went to high
So
school, Arizona.
There's
everything.
videos of her speaking normal, like
You-
just normal, because she was in Arizona. Like she
You
was,
have
This is
to
cute.
watch.
I like Amanda Ribas.
Yeah.
She's cute. She's cute.
You have to watch the video of.
Wait,
there's a
what?
video compilation
Yeah, yeah.
of her English being perfect Valley Girl, going all the way to broken English.
bro.
No.
It's
okay.
it's pretty-
Wait. What? Okay. So she moved when she was 20 to Brazil.
Well, just recently, not that long ago.
Yeah. She went there for
And
a
she
little
can't-
bit, and then she even came back. She wasn't even out there for that long.
Wait.
Yeah.
And now she can't speak English.
She can, but she has
Thick
a
accent.
very strong Brazilian accent.
Because I saw her interview in the last fight, she was only speaking Portuguese. So I was like, because I thought she was gonna speak English. Because I was like, oh, she looks like she's white American girl.
no,
Started
she
speaking
is.
Portuguese. Yeah, started
Like,
speaking
she-
Portuguese. And I was like, oh shit. And then it showed the Brazilian flag. I was like, oh shit, my bad. I thought she was.
She is. She's
White.
like from Arizona.
Yeah.
And
Oh, so
so-
she's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
It's the
like her,
funniest thing.
yeah, her
What?
father is like a big, jujitsu guy. They're from Brazil and all that type of stuff. But that's always been the story about her, is how her accent has changed over the years.
Dude, Errol Hawani's a savage too, because he's interviewing her, right? He goes, "So what's with the accent?"
Yeah, bro.
Errol Hawani's a fucking savage.
I love
dude.
that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. What is?
I
that's
don't know
crazy.
because we
Yeah.
understand, like, sometimes when you move to another place, like especially if you're at a young age, you could lose your accent or
Yeah.
whatever.
Sure, at a young age.
But she's only been there for a little bit, and she comes
Yeah.
back, and then the weird thing
That's
is, like,
fucking weird.
I understand if you pick up slang or maybe a little bit of your shit gets twisted a bit, but she would just like forget English words, Like
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
She
So
would
when
need
I
a translator all of a
yeah,
sudden.
like when I
Yeah.
practice my jiu-jitsu, I have to I sit down in chair, like sit down in chair. Why? What's with the grammatical structure? Like, why did
Wow.
it doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense?
That's
No.
weird.
And I think,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think
That's
she
fucking
explained
crazy.
it one time, saying that it was her or maybe someone else or someone that said that maybe they think maybe that's happening because when she's in Brazil, she's literally only speaking Portuguese.
But that's
Bro,
like me and
that's
my
crazy.
household. I only
Yeah.
speak Korean to
Yeah.
my parents growing up, but I didn't come out here with a body. It's a me a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right.
I've
I've
never
been to
done that.
Mexico for long periods of time and not come back like, hey, I need to work.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, I can speak English, dude.
The Homes
Yeah,
Depot.
right.
No, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty weird though, because you can find videos of her just speaking like clean, normal English,
Valley
right?
Girl English.
Yeah,
That's so weird.
And then
that's
now
weird.
it's-
That's fucking weird as
It's
shit.
really weird.
yeah.
She's definitely
Yeah.
having like this weird identity code switching
Yes,
crisis.
that's
or something.
some like mental shit going on.
Yeah,
there.
but she could choke me out any day.
and
dude.
she's bomb. Yeah.
She is.
Her jujitsu is fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or MMA. Her last not her last match, but the one before that, dude.
Oh yeah,
Dog,
the
that was
armbar against Random Marcos.
Ooh, that shit was nuts,
Yeah.
dude.
I didn't see it.
Dude,
But I
it's
heard
just like
she's a beast.
She is good.
the moment
on
she
the ground.
grabs you, you're fucked.
Mhm.
Like, because what she can do on the ground is so beyond just typical MMA jujitsu.
Oh yeah.
It's like the way she sets things up. I can't, because I don't know jujitsu enough, right? But
Yeah.
enough in MMA where I can see what's happening. When she does her shit, I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's the feeling like when Jock Ray would get someone down, when everybody's like, "Oh, here
Before
we
he
go,"
got knocked the fuck out by Kevin
here's
Holland.
yeah, I know.
Oh my god!
Or
dude.
it's the
How
feeling like
drastic.
when Damian Maya would get somebody down. It's the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing with Mackenzie Dern. If she gets you down, you're like, oh,
It's over.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
fucked because
Yeah.
you know.
Or Oliveira against Ferguson too.
Oh yeah, Oliveira, bro.
That was
That was such a
drastic, too.
weird fight, dude. I'm
That
like,
was.
dude, Ferguson's done.
Oliveira looked fucking fantastic,
Yeah.
dude.
He beat
looked
the
so
shit
good.
out of him, dude.
Drastically.
Yeah.
Domination.
We had talked about this on the show we recorded. It was my thing is I think Tony Ferguson needs a team.
Oh yeah, he doesn't take any coaching.
He doesn't
From
take
anybody.
any coaching,
doesn't?
and it was so weird on the embedded. They were like, oh, so we told your coach that's not my coach. That's not my coach. He's my training partner. Ask me who my coach is, and she's like,
Who's
who's your coach? Me. It's like,
Yep.
okay, cool.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, but then you can see it's not really working out for him anymore. Justin Gaethje and now
He
Charles
also can't
Oliveira.
take the same damage that he used to
Of
because
course.
it's not like in any of his previous fights he's never not gotten fucked up on the feet.
Mhm.
He's just nuts.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
very weird,
But
very awkward.
The Gaethje one, he took a lot. Like that's
Yeah,
like
that's
Dos
a lot.
Santos, Vasquez level of like damage where that changes your fucking career.
Yeah.
Like that's a career changing level of
Like
damage.
to the point
that
where
he
you
took.
feel bad for the fighter.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck. Like it could have been stopped a round or
He
two
could have
earlier.
died. It almost looked like he could have died.
Yes.
My
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is,
it did.
his awkwardness and just like kind of freestyle fighting was working, right? But at some point, it's going to stop working,
Yeah.
and it looks like it stopped working.
But also Oliveira, like not to take anything away from, like that motherfucker looked sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
he
dude.
looked also
No,
like I
Oliveira's-
think you're right, but also Oliveira looked like on point
Yep.
to like where that dude needs to fight for a title.
Of course,
like, that
yeah.
dude looked fucking
and
good.
he looked big. I remember like watching him like when they were walking and they were by each other. I'm like, damn, this guy is actually he looks big.
Dude, my favorite Tony Ferguson interview was him and Fabricio Verdum arguing.
I know. Huh.
And then
Oh,
Fabricio
ankle
Verdum just calling him maricon throughout the whole thing.
To who? To
To
Ferguson?
fucking
Ferguson.
Ferguson. And Ferguson's like, look, he goes, get the fuck out of here before I ankle pick you.
Yeah.
That's his response. And you just hear fucking Verdum calling him maricon throughout the whole thing. And he had to do a whole statement about how he doesn't hate gay people.
But like
Wow.
Verdum would literally like that's another guy. If he gets you down, it's
Yeah,
like,
it's over.
Verdum would obviously smash the fuck out of Tony Ferguson, in my personal opinion.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Like he's
just
fucking
huge.
huge, bro.
Of course.
And he's better than you at jiu-jitsu, and he's
He's huge.
100.
Yeah,
Well, look what
pounds
happened
more.
to fucking Gustafson, dude.
I
Once
know,
he grabbed
bro.
him, it was done.
Over.
The one way Gustafson could lose is by if
Rear naked
Verdum
choke.
took him down and then submitted him, and that's literally what happened.
What
But
a sad comeback for fucking Gustafson.
I know.
Yeah.
I hope he comes back though, because that's like the. I feel like Verdum can be one of the hard. I think Verdum and Francis Ngannou are probably like the hardest fights in the heavyweight division, in the sense of if you get taken down by Verdum, you have a very low chance of surviving it.
Yeah.
And if you're striking with Francis Ngannou, you have a very low chance.
No, actually, Verdum left, though. He left UFC,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So he beat.
did?
He beat Gus, and then he left, and now he's part of PFL. I believe.
PFL be paying, that's why.
Yeah, PF, and he might win that.
He's also like
tournament.
45, so it's
Yeah.
like, might as well
Yeah.
just go for the paycheck.
Just
at this
bank
point.
out.
But
Yeah.
I hope Gus comes back, and even if it's at heavyweight, because I think he could still be champ, even with John Jones going there.
What do you
beat
think
the
about
shit out of
Jones?
John Jones.
How do you think Jones is gonna do?
I think Jones is gonna do good. Here's my thing. It's like I know I'm smart. You know, I've been into MMA for a long time, and it's like, but still, when you see, and you know, you can't just go, oh well, that guy is a knockout artist, so he'll beat anybody. You can't always think about
Who,
that,
Jones?
but no, just in general.
Oh.
But like when you see Francis Ngannou, like,
Oh yeah,
He's just scary.
bro,
dude.
Bro,
it's like
that's-
it's hard to not think that.
that's
Because
the hardest matchup I think, even over Stipe. I think Stipe Jones is a really good
Mhm.
matchup, but I like Jones against Ngannou. I'm like, dude, I don't think he's gonna.
Just needs
I think Ngannou beats him every
Ngannou
time.
needs one on anybody, bro.
It's over.
It's
It's a wrap.
insane.
It's a wrap.
And he probably doesn't even need his hardest punch on you.
And I keep saying this too. Like, everybody needs to go back and watch the highlights of Ngannou and watch Ngannou before he contacts somebody. He gets hit in the face 3 times. It
Yep.
just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like Biggie Boy. You
Yeah.
see that?
He hit him.
Slip, crack, nothing. And
Yeah,
he still knocks him out.
Ngannou's head looks like it's like a lion's
Yeah, it
head.
really
It
does.
looks so wide.
The nicest guy on earth too.
Yeah,
So nice.
And so I'm just like, yeah, when I think about the Stipe rematch, I'm kind of just like, just retire.
Yeah, even
Like, just
Overeem. You know,
retire.
Overeem when he got uppercutted to like another universe.
Yeah.
You hit him with the overhand first.
Yep.
yeah,
He
Mhm.
connected clean. It
Yep.
just didn't do anything.
yeah, nothing.
And Stipe, their first fight, Stipe hit him with bombs. And Stipe knocks people out.
Yeah, he hits hard.
He hit him with bombs, and Francis Ngannou just stood there dead fucking tired, like, I cannot breathe.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my God.
His lungs
bro.
beat his ass.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That's why I'm like, I love Stipe, and I've been a big Stipe fan, but I really wish I was hoping he was gonna retire before this fight. I was hoping that he beat DC and retired because he has.
Who's he fighting next? Is he fighting
he has to
Jones?
fight Ngannou now.
If he beats Ngannou a second
Yes,
time cleanly, best heavyweight of all time.
100%.
I don't want to hear shit.
I honestly think he's in the UFC at least he's the best heavyweight. Obviously because he beat a lot of people. He beat
DC twice.
He beat DC twice. He beat the one guy that everybody was terrified to fight. He beat him and he did it like
Kane is the only one where like in the running. Cain
is the only
Velasquez
one.
was a fucking animal.
but-
if he wasn't injured so goddamn.
I know. And Kane said that he was healthy when he fought Ngannou.
He was not. His
I
knee
know,
gave out so
I know.
fast.
But I still think that it was the punch that made his knee cave in. Because when you watch it, like, and when you watch it close, he gets hit and then his knee goes, and you're just knowing
he got rocked. He got
just
rocked.
knowing how hard Ngannou hits, I'm like, that makes sense. Like,
Well, Cain Velasquez and the whole like JDS fucking
Yeah.
that was so nuts. Just watching
That was
them go back and
wild.
forth. It was
Mhm.
crazy.
That's when JDS was like JDS.
Yeah.
Like he was no slouch. You know what I mean? JDS changed after those beatings that he took.
Oh,
from
for sure. You
Velasquez.
can't get hit like that and expect to be the same person.
Never.
I
Yeah.
And he
feel
also
bad for
just never
JDS.
evolved his game. He still throws that stupid uppercut against the
Yep.
cage, and he keeps getting cracked.
Yeah.
It's like
and Curtis Blades, watch this.
Pull up.
Boom.
Who was that dude he just fought? The French dude.
The French dude.
Gone.
That dude was pretty
he's
nice.
he's a really clean like Dutch kickboxer.
Yeah, he was clean.
He's super
But
bouncy.
JDS
and stuff.
isn't who he was. But
I feel bad for that one because it's a lot of controversy.
He
around
definitely
that.
got hit in the back of the head.
Yeah, it was back of the head, and I feel bad for JDS because he was already on, I think, a 3-fight losing streak.
Yeah.
And they were all knockouts or TKOs.
Mhm.
So like another one, like the UFC, Dana White came out saying they were gonna cut a bunch of fighters. So feel bad because that was it was behind the head. If he meant to do it or not, I actually just rewatched the fight and rewatching it low key. It kind of. Not saying that he did it purposely, but right before he throws the elbow, it looks like he like pushes JDS more this way. So like it exposed way more of the back of the head before he threw the elbow. So I'm
I mean, he was
feel
still
bad
he
for
was
him.
definitely getting his ass beat in that
Yeah.
fight either way, but that was definitely behind the head. That was a
Yeah.
straight up behind the dome shot.
Yeah.
So they should be able to run it back.
yeah, I think they should. I
I
think
feel like
they should.
JDS should just call it though.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
over,
it's
bro.
done.
Like no more. Why risk
He's
it?
one
Why-
where I'm just like, yeah, I think you were the champ already.
Hey man, you know Savant says the best too. He goes because there's a specific fighter that we know. He still isn't retired, right? So switched into a different fighting style instead of MMA now. But the guy has crazy CTE, like the worst CTE ever. So I remember I asked Savant, I was like, "Hey, so how did he do when you were training him?" He was like, all I can say is this: like some fighters, this is all that they know. They don't know anything else. So you try to take that away from them, what do they
Yeah.
got?
Yeah,
So
right.
I'm not here to tell somebody when they should retire. If this is the thing that keeps them going, I'm just going to do my job and help them train for their fight. Other than that, it's done. But this guy's like CTE is bad.
Damn.
And he loves doing podcasts.
Oh really?
It's the worst.
Oh
dude.
my
I
god.
don't
It
know
was
what you're
like-
talking about.
I'll show you a video later. You know
Yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's terrible because I love this guy. Like I used to look up to this dude as a kid.
Yeah.
But then he's asking me advice about how to do podcasts and shit. And I see him doing like podcasts and it obviously is getting no views because nobody understands what the fuck he's saying.
Fuck.
Like, hey, I thought today we were talking about it going around saying here, and, man. And I'm like, what did you just say?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's
Fuck.
because he's not like mentally challenged. It's his
CTE,
brain
yeah.
damage from all the fights that he's
Yeah.
had. And I saw his boxing match that he had not too long ago, and now I understand why. This fool just gets hit in the head all the fucking time, and now his pro boxing record is terrible, dude.
Mm.
And he's not even losing by TKOs. He's losing by a decision.
So
but
it's
it's
a
just
long fight
long
of him getting
fight,
beat up.
getting cracked in the head because he doesn't get knocked out.
Yeah.
But the aftermath of that is him talking like the way he does now,
Yeah.
trying to do podcasts.
Yeah.
I came across a video of Mike Tyson with Muhammad Ali, and he's like, hey, look, watch the feet. Have you seen that one? He's
Yeah,
like, watch
I
the
have.
feet as a shuffle, and then you just look at Muhammad Ali, you're like, damn, that shit's crazy. Like what
He's
happened
got
to him?
Parkinson's.
crazy.
Yeah, it's just crazy to see how bad it got him.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking insane because he was like so loud and talkative, right, and shit like that, and like he couldn't even like talk. Like
It was
at
the
the
worst.
end of it, it's
Yeah.
He was
fucking-
hanging there late, man. That's
Yeah.
sad as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty crazy. I just
Hey,
think
y'all
about
think
it.
Layla Ali is fine or no?
I don't remember what she looks like,
Ali.
but I remember I seen that. I'm remembering a clip where she knocked a girl out, and in that clip, she looked pretty fine.
Hey, I don't know, but all I know is, have you guys ever seen 60 Days In,
No.
No.
the TV show? So there's a season on Netflix which is it's so fucking dope. Like that was one of the shows where I watched the first episode and I literally it was during the COVID scare, so I got to watch the whole thing because I didn't go to work or anything. So I literally watched the whole season just fucking straight. But so I started rewatching the other seasons. So on Hulu they have the other seasons, and the first season there's a heavier set black woman on there. She's talking and shit, and me and my mom are watching like, well, she looks like familiar kind of and shit like that. And she's talking and she's like, my name, I forget her first name, something Ali, and she goes, yes, I'm Muhammad Ali's daughter. I'm like, damn, okay. Right when she said that, you're like, she looks exactly
she looks like
Muhammad Ali.
She looks like she has like Muhammad Ali's. I actually think she's pretty fine though, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, because I was looking up a video because who's that Olympic boxer that's getting into MMA? She's talking a lot of shit.
Oh, Claressa Shields.
Claressa Shields, right?
Yeah.
And she's dope.
Yeah, she is.
Dope female boxer, right?
Mhm.
Dope hands. I don't know MMA. You know, she's talking a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Saw her kicks. Saw her other shit. I mean, she just started.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Supposedly that video is old.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. So, but like, release a new one to kind of like
Like,
let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
But Layla Ali and Claressa Shields had a little beef.
Ooh.
Yeah, because she's retired.
Okay.
They're not even in the same weight class. But then Layla was. I guess Claressa Shields. She talks a big game. 3-time Olympic boxer. Blah 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 blah. Champion. Whatever. And she said she could beat Layla Ali's ass. And Layla Ali's like, I'll come out of retirement. I'll fuck you up. Make the money right. I'll come out of retirement right now and I'll put it on you. I'm like, damn, this woman fine as fuck, dude. My teeth about to grind real soon.
Might need to get mad sensitive right now, dog.
No, honestly, I think that she could do good. She's with a good team. Like she chose Jackson Wink, which is a good spot.
Train with John Jones, Holly
Train
Holm.
with John Jones, Holly Holm, that little baddie Holly Holm, But I don't know. It's just we all know that MMA is different.
It's a different game, bro. 100%.
So
takedown defense needs to be on point. Also, your boxing skills don't transfer over completely because you're worried about motherfuckers taking you down.
There's not that many Izzy's. Izzy's one of the ones that has like no wrestling, but he perfected
I love Izzy, bro.
He's so good.
His wrestling takedown defense.
And just the way he handled his like. So remember when John Jones first came out, he was trying to be like this like son of God, like preacher, like the fake bullshit. Izzy just embraced I'm kind of I'm braggadocious. I handle my shit, but this is me. Like, I like Lamborghini. Like he just embraced it. He's the embodiment. He just embraced, this is me. I can be a dick sometimes, but I'm also cool. Fuck it. And it's like, this guy's dope. At least he's being real and he handles his shit. Like if John Jones would have gone that route, he would have been dope as fuck. No one would have hated him.
Yeah.
John Jones' saddest thing is that he is the biggest reason why nobody likes him.
Yeah. It's just him. 100%.
It's just like I think he's like bipolar because he doesn't.
I think so too.
At first I was thinking like, oh, it could be a marketing ploy thing. I'm like, nah, but it doesn't come off as a marketing ploy. It's not like, Jake Paul, when he's talking his shit, it's just a corny dude just trying to get sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for him, it's just like, oh, that's just you. Like you have a weird God complex.
Yeah.
Like you could just go ahead and shift your ideals constantly and you think that is completely fine. I want to thank God for all this other shit. But at the same time, you're on Twitter talking this bullshit. It's like, that's the most ungodly.
Yeah.
The deleted tweets, all that shit, bro. It's just so fake.
That sucks too because I'm a huge John Jones fan.
So
are you really?
Fighter.
Yeah. That's like from beginnings. It was like, Chuck Liddell, Vanderlei Silva, and like John Jones were like my favorite fighters. So I've been a John Jones fan for a very long time, but it's like I can see why people don't like you.
Fighting wise, he's undeniable.
Yeah.
Fighting wise, he's a beast, animal. I mean, he's tall and stuff. He has like natural gifts, but IQ, toughness, like he's got it all. It's just the way with the Rashad Evans fight is when I started to, because I was always kind of unsure about him. Mm-hmm. But then when he fought Rashad, and Rashad's always like, "You're fake, bro. Like you're fake." Like, and he knew him. Like Rashad knew him. And then you would see like the deleted tweets, all that shit, and I was like, "Oh, Rashad was right,"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing about him too. It's like, I will say this though, I did agree with one of his tweets. He goes, "I left the division because I wasn't challenged enough," and I can see it in his fights.
Oh yeah,
when he fought Anthony Smith, and he was just letting him coast when he could have clearly knocked him out early on because he was already fucked Anthony Smith in his head, Yeah, and he just kind of was playing with him.
Yeah,
and even when he was fighting, what's his face,
Dominic.
I'm like, he didn't look like he was all there. It doesn't look like he's taking anybody seriously
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
that weight
right.
division. So it's like, you know what? It is time for you to leave. 'Cause
Heavyweight.
You need to be scared now.
Sure.
Because the way he's fighting them like, I could beat you any fucking day and I can knock you out whenever. So I'm just going to coast. Like, why even
Right.
try?
Yep.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see this. I just was listening to something today, and Dana White was doing an interview saying that they're not giving him the title shot right away.
Smart, yeah.
So they're going to give him a heavyweight fight. I think they should give him Alistair over him because, like, that's a fight that's big
That's
because they're
dope,
both
yeah.
big names, you know? Alistair won, I think, his last three.
Yeah, he's
or
been on a
something like
winning
that.
streak, dude.
Yeah, so I
He's
mean,
so crazy, bro.
Yeah, I know.
He's been fighting forever, gotten knocked out 100
yeah,
times.
bro.
Goes on losing streaks, goes on these fat winning streaks, get to the title, losing streaks, winning streaks. Like,
That's like Andre
Unbelievable.
Arlovski, bro. Andre Arlovski was
Yeah,
just
he
like
was
on a
crazy, too.
5-fight winning streak,
Yeah.
bro.
is he still in the UFC?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
He lost his last one.
He
by
lost his
decision.
last one, but it was like it was a kind of
wasn't
a boring fight.
It was a really boring
Yeah,
fight.
I remember him fighting Tim Sylvia
Yeah, me too.
and knocking Tim
Bro,
Sylvia
I
out.
remember that's
Yep.
when I
And he had the
that's-
crazy hair, the pit bull with
yeah.
the like the fangs.
with the hair.
And they ran it back, and then Tim Sylvia knocked his ass out.
Yeah.
Bro, Loki, like watching Andre Arlovski back in the day made me want it. Like when I was like, man, I want to grow up. I want to have a hairy ass chest, bro, because this guy looks like a fucking beast. Like,
Yeah.
because he was all hairy as fuck
Look
and
like
had like the
Wolverine.
fang. Yeah,
He looks like he never has consensual sex.
yeah.
yeah, yeah, he does.
The choking and slapping happens
That's
no
it.
matter what,
100%.
bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's how you have sex.
That's how you have
You
sex.
ask yes, and they say no, then you
Yeah.
do it anyway. You know?
But no, yeah, I used to like him a lot, Andre
Yeah, he's a
Arlovski,
beast.
but that's what the days when I was first watching UFC was like him and the Tim Sylvia. I think they did a trilogy, right?
I think they did 3.
Three?
Tim Sylvia, I think, won 2
Yeah.
out of the 3.
Yeah.
And then like
I just remember 2 of them. I don't know if those. I don't
Tim
remember.
Sylvia got his arm broken by was it
Frank
Mir?
Mir.
I remember watching
Yeah,
that
me
one.
too.
He still hasn't healed from that shit. That shit's
Nah.
still fucked up.
Yeah, I remember watching that. You know, Tim Sylvia is like big now, right?
Fat, fat.
Like
fat,
fat?
Yeah, they had on Fight Pass. They had like the where they are now,
Mm-hmm.
and like he's like he has a big hunting show like on
Hmm.
YouTube and shit like that. Like he's making a lot of
That's
money,
dope.
like
That's
a
dope.
lot of money and shit. But he's big.
You know who was a beast was Shane Carwin.
Shane Carwin,
Who
was,
like
yeah.
he like fucked up against Brock Lesnar. He
Yeah.
blew his wad hard because he had
Mhm.
Lesnar
we just
hurt,
talked about this.
and he
too,
just
bro.
blew his wad.
Yeah, I was just.
but
Brock
he was an
Lesnar-
animal.
Brock Lesnar was so I forget who the ref was in that fight, but he was so lucky it was that ref because we've seen fights get stopped so much faster for so much less damage. Shane Carwin at one point was literally just like,
Talking in the face. Yeah. I remember that.
okay, like what else do you need me to fucking do? Brock Lesnar's literally just like this, and the ref just let it go for.
I mean, for sure, because they're trying to curate Brock Lesnar. They're
Yeah.
trying to let him survive as much as possible. But
I mean, but he did end up winning.
He did. Yeah, so but he survived. But I'm saying, perfect ref for that night because that was kind of early when he got hurt, and Shane Carwin was sitting there just punching himself out
Yeah, he blew his
for like
wad
a
hard.
minute and a half, bro. When the fight could have easily been stopped. And then yeah, he was fucking gas. He looked like me doing one round on mitts, bro. He was done. So
hey, this 2021 is your year, though, right?
I know,
You
bro.
about to get mad.
That's
fit.
what one of my resolutions I was talking was starting to lose weight, but also I want to start looking into like refereeing.
Hey, let's do one thing at a time, man.
And then also I want to
let's drop that weight first, then we go to refereeing next. Let's not jump these hoops real quick, huh?
no, but I was talking to Nick. Nick was like, "Oh, you should really do it. Actually, I really think that
Nick,
you should do it."
he's just positive as fuck. I'm telling you.
No, he's not, bro. I tell Nick one time, I'm like, "Hey, Nick, I think I'm gonna buy a bike to do cardio." Nah, don't buy that. I'm like, why? Nah, don't buy a bike.
That's because you don't even walk.
I was like,
You gotta do
"Alright,
baby
dude."
steps.
Yeah,
Bro,
because
you-
walking's boring, bro. If it's a bike, it's
Do a
fun.
bike. Yeah, why don't you do it? You should do a bike.
know,
Bike I can get
bro.
behind.
My man's always talking.
But also, you should start meditating, dude, for the anxiety. 100%. Breathing. Hey, you can't underestimate a breath.
I know you can't underestimate. You know what that breath feel like, though, right?
You
Blood?
can't underestimate a breath, dog.
Hey, that breath do be hitting sometimes. You know,
Hit
what I'm
that
saying?
breath,
Like,
dude. Get that
sometimes
breath.
Just take that breath and you just
Yeah,
like,
biking's. I mean, I got a bike with a little electric little juice in it. You know what I mean? Help me out a
Ooh.
little bit.
Hey,
Though.
David's like this, and then everybody's like, wait, and he's like, oh shit, they watching.
You have to pedal on this. You can't not pedal and have it go.
Okay, my bad,
but
my
it's
bad.
for like,
Okay.
it's for long distances. I mean, people they bike 100 miles. I can't do that, right? Because my
Yeah.
thing is just it's for like fun and it's also for exercise. So
Mm-hmm.
so the days I want to exercise, no electricity, which is hard because the bike's like 30 pounds, but it looks like a regular bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the difficult part. So like, just don't use electricity. It's 30 fucking pounds. It's a heavy fucking bike.
Mm-hmm.
But then if I put it on like pedal assist 1, then it kind of helps cruise it a little bit. Not much, just because I'm also a big boy. But it's fun though, man.
I think I'm more interested in like mountain biking.
Damn, I'm scared of heights. That shit's
Like, well, like even like remember what Joe was doing for a little bit? He was going to like that park.
Yeah. That's in Arrowhead, so it's an hour away.
Yeah, that shit looks fucking fun to me. Like that's what I want. My dad's a big biker.
Hey, you got to do things that you're gonna do consistently. You ain't gonna be going to Arrowhead every day.
Hey, you say that, bro. When I was fishing, every weekend I was driving up to Big Bear. I was driving to these lakes that were like an hour and a half away.
Yeah, biking one weekend out of the week ain't gonna do shit for you.
I would bike throughout the week though, because I know, because I know trails like where I used to walk dogs, and like I would see people riding their bikes there all the time. Yeah. So like I know spots I can take.
I'm gonna give you a month to buy a bike. I better see you cruising with them little doily little things on the side.
The doilies.
I might. Hey, like that Michael Scott. They're like, "Are you sure you've ridden a bike before?" Yes, I have. It's just the other one had those wheels on the back. That's just funny,
bro. You should get a bike. Get a bike. Fuck it.
I should. Yeah.
Hey, this month you better get a bike, and you can ride with me. I do easy like 15 miles.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What? 50 miles is easy.
Chill. 15 miles. Fuck.
Yeah, man. 50 miles. We just put the boombox on. We listen to music and we just ride.
Shit.
That's dope.
Boombox too. Shit.
Feel good, dude. With it. 30 miles. I did 30 miles last week. Your boy almost died. I thought it was like we went so far out towards the beach because we started.
I think I saw your post.
Marina Del Rey all the way to Torrance.
Damn.
And so that was like 15, 16 and 15, 16 back.
Fuck me.
And then we didn't time it really well. So on the way back, it got super dark and then my battery ran out on my lights. So I was riding in the dark. Hella scary, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see, I like biking, and I know I will because we like as kids, that was something that me and my brothers like at one point were doing a lot, was riding our bikes. Like we had I had a free agent, and my brother had, I don't know what other style, but like I remember my dad helped us. We sanded it down and we painted it like these cool colors, but we were like doing the bunny hops and tricks and shit. We would just ride our bikes every single day. Like it was fun to us. So I know riding bikes would be fun. That's what I've always done. The only thing is they are kind of expensive.
You can get a used bike, $300.
All right, damn.
I'm gonna set you up.
Hey, shout out to Stimulus, even though it hasn't hit the count yet.
I know, shit. Mine has.
I'm
Where
still
the
waiting
fuck is
for
it
that.
at,
Yeah, I didn't
dude?
get my stimuli either, dude.
I know.
Stimuli.
I'm still waiting for it.
Stimuli.
But shit, I'm gonna get some glasses for sure because I need glasses, just a pair of glasses, and then
The
I'll
blue
probably
ones
get a
are
bike.
for the TV or the real?
No,
ones?
just like actual seeing glasses.
Okay.
And then yeah, I'll probably buy a bike. I really want to. That's something I really want to.
If it doesn't happen this month, I've given up on you, man. Well, everybody, you can find Alex at Lift God on all of this stuff. You can see him on Twitch gaming and shit because he's not going to be riding his bike. He's going to be gaming.
No, I'll ride the bike and then and then the game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you ain't going to ride no
They,
Hell yeah.
And you can find Patrick at patrick.t.riley at Instagram and Genius Brains every Thursday and Sundays. And we'll see y'all next time.
Ooh.
Peace.